Okay, Phil, so I wanted to ask you a few questions about the COVID vaccine. Is that okay?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, so can you just tell me how old you are?
82 and a half.
Okay, and what are you doing here in our house?
Building a deck and
Yeah,
a balcony. And
yeah, all of this you've built, right?
that's
And
right.
how long have you been doing this for?
Started on the 19th, and this
I mean, the
that's like,
June,
and now we're the 19th of June, and now we're
June.
the 19th of July.
July, yes. So, and have you been vaccinated?
Yep,
Both the doses?
yeah,
Right?
both doses of Pfizer.
Yeah. And are you worried about working or being in touch with people who are not vaccinated?
No,
Why you are not worried?
well, I figured. First of all, I haven't had COVID since it started.
Yeah.
I think I have a pretty good immune system. But the other thing is that, as far as I'm concerned, if I got it now, I'd only get a mild dose.
Yeah.
When COVID started, and all these people were going on ventilators because they had pneumonia.
Yeah.
So I got a pneumonia shot. I figured, that was protection.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and are you more confident about being around people after taking the vaccine?
It doesn't make any difference to me, really.
Yeah. So, what
Yeah.
do you think the vaccine is going to help you with?
Well, if I get COVID now,
Mm-hmm.
I expect it would be a mild case.
Right.
And,
What else is the role of the vaccine according to you? What do you
It's-
know about the vaccine?
well, from what I understand with the
Mm-hmm.
vaccine is that, after you've had the vaccine, you can still get COVID.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't, you might not require any hospitalization. Go home for a couple of days and, you
Yeah.
get over it just like the flu.
Right. So you said you could still get COVID after the vaccine,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
So why are
It doesn't prevent you from getting it. Let's put it that way.
right, and you can even spread it,
Yes, you can.
right? And so why are vaccinated people worried around unvaccinated people?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
So people are not meeting their friends because if a friend is not vaccinated, they're saying we can't meet you. They're
Well,
not
heck,
inviting them for
It could
functions.
be your family. I mean,
Yeah.
if somebody in your family is not vaccinated, are you not going to talk to them? Or, it's crazy.
Yeah. And do you think people should be forced to take the vaccine?
No, because to me, it's a personal thing, whether you want it or not. And in some cases, some people can't take it because they've got an immune system that's already compromised and that. So you're always gonna end up with people that can't take it
Yeah.
and people that don't want it.
Right. And you've been working with us for almost a month, and you've even come inside our house.
Oh yeah, we
right?
sit around the table and we're not 6 feet apart.
And are you expecting us to wear a mask
No.
when you work here? You find that funny, Phil? That
Well,
if we, if we,
I would find it funny if I mean, it's your house, right?
Yeah.
And
but there are people who want us to wear a mask because we are not vaccinated.
it's
What do you have to say about that?
well, I just think that they're poorly educated as far as the vaccine goes.
Especially outside. Like, should we be wearing
Well,
a mask outside?
outside, I mean,
Yeah.
we're all breathing the same air,
Yeah.
and unless you're on top of one another,
Yeah.
I don't see any reason for wearing a mask outside.
Right. And you even met us last year, right? When neither of us
Yeah.
were vaccinated, right? And how were you functioning without the vaccine? Because you live alone, right?
I lived alone. I go food shopping. I take the bus because I don't drive anymore.
Yeah.
And so I was on the bus with all these people practically every day.
Yeah, even without the vaccine, right?
Without
and
the
you were not
vaccine.
worried about
Yeah,
it.
so I wore a mask. So what?
Yeah, but
But that was all.
right.
I mean, I didn't take any more precautions than that.
Yeah. And do you worry about dying of COVID?
No, I'm gonna, I'm gonna die of something anyway. Could be a car accident, could be
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. So what advice would you have for vaccinated people who are scared of being around unvaccinated people?
Get a life. It's true. I mean, you can't give up friends and everything else just because they're unvaccinated.
Right.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just unbelievable when you see what goes on.
True. Well, thank you so much, Phil, for this. I hope this will help some people.
Me too.